Before we dive into this incredible story, take a second to subscribe to the channel. You won't want to miss the rarest and most valuable coins ever made, and who knows, one of them might just be sitting in your drawer right now. Now, let's begin. There's a coin out there, a piece of metal, no bigger than the tip of your thumb, that holds a story stretching back over 160 years. A coin that once exchanged hands in the royal courts of Siam. A coin that today, collectors would fight tooth and nail to get their hands on. I'm talking about one of the rarest and most mysterious coins ever minted in Southeast Asia. The 2 Baht coin from 1864, created during the reign of King Rama IV of Siam, known to the world as King Mongkut. Now, before we talk about its value, which will absolutely shock you, let's step back into history for a moment. Picture this, the year is 1864. The American Civil War is still raging. Abraham Lincoln is in office. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, in a kingdom known as Siam, modern-day Thailand, a king is reshaping his nation. He's bringing in science, astronomy, and Western influence, while still guarding Siam's unique culture and independence, and in this backdrop, something very special is happening in the royal mint. It's important to know that coins back then weren't minted in mass like today. Each one carried the weight of importance, especially high-denomination coins like the 2 Baht. Most transactions happened using smaller denominations, or even bartering. So a 2 Baht coin? That wasn't for the average villager. That was for serious trade. Royal business. Elite transactions. This particular coin is a marvel not just because of its value, but because of its sheer rarity. It wasn't made in large numbers, and the few that were minted? Many have vanished into time, lost in wars, floods, trade routes, or melted down and repurposed. But here's the twist: unlike modern coins, this 2 Baht piece from 1864 wasn't just currency, it was a symbol. It bore the image and markings of a kingdom in transition. A design that stood at the crossroads of ancient tradition and new global influence. If you look at it closely, you can almost hear the footsteps of history moving across its surface. It's not just a coin, it's a conversation between generations. Now, you might be asking, what makes this coin worth so much? Is it the silver content? No, is it the design? Partly. Is it because it's old? That's only scratching the surface. The real value comes from something much rarer: survival. Most coins from this era simply didn't make it. They were used, lost, melted, or destroyed. The 2 Baht from 1864? Only a handful are known to exist today in collectible condition. When you're dealing with that level of rarity, collectors go wild. They're not just buying metal, they're buying a piece of time. A treasure from an era long gone. And let me tell you, when a coin like that shows up at an auction, it doesn't stay silent for long. These coins often pass through private hands, rarely making public appearances. When they do, they shake the numismatic world. But beyond the auction houses and collector showrooms, there's something even deeper here. For many older men, maybe like you watching this right now, coins like this stir up something powerful. A connection to our past. A reminder of the way things used to be built to last. Of how history isn't just in books, it's in our pockets, in our drawers, in our safes. Many of you may remember the thrill of coin collecting as a boy. The smell of the old books, the feel of the coin holders, the search for that next rare piece. Maybe your grandfather passed down a few coins. Maybe you once held a silver piece and wondered about the hands it passed through. This coin brings that feeling back. Times 10. Not because the 2 Baht from 1864 is the kind of coin that even seasoned collectors dream about. It's not the kind of thing you find in your local antique store. It's the type of item that appears once in a generation, and when it does, the world pays attention. So, here's what you need to do. If you're someone who loves history, if you're a man who understands the value of the past, then keep your eyes open. Check those old boxes. Talk to older relatives. You never know where a coin like this might be hiding. I've heard stories, real stories, of people finding lost treasures tucked away in coffee cans, hidden in forgotten safes, slipped between the pages of old books. Coins passed down without anyone realizing what they had. Don't assume that just because a coin is small, it's worthless, because now, we come to the moment you've been waiting for. What is this coin worth today? You're sitting down, right? A verified 2 Baht Thailand coin from 1864, in high-grade condition, recently sold for a jaw-dropping $85,000. Let that sink in. Not 85. Not 8,000. $85,000, all for a piece of metal smaller than a matchbox. It's not just about silver. It's not even just about age. It's about legacy. It's about a piece of a kingdom. A slice of history that refuses to be forgotten, and it could be closer to you than you think. So, if this video got your heart racing, if you felt that spark, that thrill of discovery, then hit that subscribe button right now. Because we're just getting started. I've got more rare coins, lost treasures, and untold stories coming your way. And who knows, the next one might just be sitting in your collection. Thanks for watching, and remember, history isn't just something you read. Sometimes, you can hold it in your hand.